So I watched two TED Talks today, one with Hans Rosling and the other one with Cheryl Wudon. They were both talking about basically poverty that was going around the world. In the first video with Hans Rosling, he was talking about, he first brought up a washing machine, and his mom, she got the washing machine and she first used it and she was amazed by it. And his grandmother, who would always wash clothes and just with heating by heating the water with firewood, like she was amazed by the washing machine as well, and she would just watch it the whole time. That first time they had it, the first time they used it, she would just watch it. And he started to describe the power of machines, basically. Well, that's what I got. And he said that with all of these things, we can do so much. And he asked his class, like, how many of you use a car? And a lot of people raised their hand, and some people didn't use a car. And then he asked, how many of you wash your clothes without a machine? And nobody raised their hands. And he gave a point saying that, like, even the people that are tree lovers use machines. And so he said that the technology is key. That if the world has technology, they can advance. There is a poverty line in different areas where there are so many people, and yet not everybody has the same kind of technology as we do, not the same kind of advantages that we do. And so we are pretty far up in the poverty line in different areas in different countries are really low, and so they can't have certain technologies. And here in America, there are a lot of people that have the privilege of having technology. And in the other video with Cheryl Wooden, she mentioned how girls don't seem to be doing really well in other countries. She was talking about how there was one girl, I don't remember who it was, she was in Africa, and her family was so her family wasn't very well off with money, and they said, what's the point of sending her to school if she's just going to be working? And so they didn't really send her to school until one day they got a goat, and the goat made twins, and they sold the twins and they got money, and they're like, oh well, we might as well send our daughter to school now. And so the girl advanced by a lot, and she became top, and she got really lucky with what she had and has. And there's a lot of girls that were having problems that, like, not many girls are really looked at that greatly in other countries. Like, some of them don't really get an education, some of them have problems when it comes to childbirth. There are a lot of deaths that happen, or if they do not die, they will end up being remember she said, like, they would have incontinence, and people wouldn't really want to be around. That one story about the girl that gave birth to a child in the bushes, they talked about how, like, she did that and she lost her child, and she hurt her fistula, and she smelled really bad, and the whole village wanted to kill her. They tore off the door, and they wanted the hyenas to get her. And she knew that, like, if she went to go find a foreign missionary, that foreign missionary would help her. And it's pretty interesting that, like, how there are different parts in the world that girls aren't really treated that well at all. actually in the video that she mentioned that, like, in usually it seems like there are more girls than guys, but in reality there are actually more guys, and girls are missing, and there are girls that are giving up, there are girls that are aborted when a parent finds out that she's having a girl. And especially when there's more poverty, there is more danger for girls, more like. And when there's more money, if there's more education, they will teach their daughters, they will go for an education, they will marry later on in life, they will have less children, and they will teach their children. And so it is very important to realize that there are different places around this world that women have a hard time living in, that the gender equality isn't equal at all, and girls are having trouble, and we need a help. And it is important to realize that helping others makes us feel better. It makes us feel better and helps us want to help more. So, yeah.